All right, boys, we're live again. We live.
They sleep.
They sleep. We live. We're back, everybody, with another episode of Last Night We Watched. I'm your host, Carlos. Today, I got with me Juan. What's going on, Juan?
Hey, what's up?
We got Ian over there. What's up, Ian?
What's going, guys?
And we also have special guest Christian, who will be joining us in a little bit. Today, we are going to be talking about Cocaine Bear, the brand new movie to hit the theaters this weekend. Directed by Elizabeth Banks. It's actually has Ray Liotta, his last performance before he passed away, unfortunately. It's a film about a drug dealer in the 1980s. It's a true story where he unloaded a bunch of his cocaine cargo off of an airplane before plummeting to his death, where his boy campers. And we also have Christian on the line here. How's it going, Christian?
Hey, oh my god.
Good, Christian.
Oh, it's okay. My camera's
That's
It's the cocaine on your clear wipe your camera.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guess let's start with Ian. Ian, how'd you feel about Cocaine Bear?
It was a fun little movie. I enjoyed it. Yeah, had a good time.
Is that the cat?
Yeah, it was. Go into the premise. It was fun. I had a decent time.
tight.
Yeah, what did you think?
What the fuck is that cat doing?
I think it froze.
Sorry, I had to feed the cat. Anyway,
Oh my.
Juan, what'd you think about Cocaine Bear?
I really enjoyed the film. I feel like it was a really good comedy film and got lots of laughs. The theater was laughing too. We were watching it. I went in like not really expecting much from it, but actually we did really good.
We had a pretty good sized crowd in my theater. Did you guys have pretty good sized crowds?
Yeah, mine was pretty much filled.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I think my theater was pretty small.
Yeah, a couple people here and there, but
Yeah.
at my theater, everybody was having fun. Where everybody's laughing. It was a good time. I think I really liked this film as well. It was pretty funny. A lot of gore, more than I expected. Coming into it, I was like, "What can Cocaine Bear be about? It's not going to be good, obviously." It turned out being pretty fun. Pretty fun little flick. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Christian, what'd you think about it? I think you and I went to go see it together.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Actually, I had a pretty good time. It was good. It was nice to have a comedy. It's not really original, but it's based on something that probably only happened. It was maybe a 2-minute thing in real life, but yeah, it's nice to have because was it trying to be a comedy or was it? I don't know. I just found a lot of stuff in it really funny. Just
I think it knows what it definitely. It doesn't take itself seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it kind of knows that it's a silly movie, which I kind of appreciated about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff, like the bear getting knocked out or whatever, and it falls on the guy.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was probably intentional.
Comic relief like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think about the cast? Anybody stand out to you guys in this movie? Besides Ray Liotta?
Probably Alden Enric or whatever.
Aaron Reich.
Aaron
Reich, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job. It took me a second, but I looked at Carlos and I was like, hey, that's that guy played Han Solo. What the fuck?
So I'm watching the movie the whole time. I'm like, who is this cat? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? It was bugging me the whole time. And I agree with you, Christian. I liked him a lot too. And I'm just like, I watched the whole movie not knowing who he was. But I knew I'd seen him in something. Then I get home and I'm looking at the cast and I click on him. I'm like, he was fucking Han Solo. Jesus, it was bugging the shit out of me. It's like I fucking know this guy from somewhere.
In the hit film Solo.
Right. The biggest Star Wars movie ever. Yeah. No, he was good. Did you guys like him?
Yeah, it's good.
He actually did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this character. I think we're introduced to him. He's eating pasta at a fucking like fettuccine Alfredo at a bar. I was like, who the fuck eats pasta at a bar? That's funny.
I liked his friend, played by O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son.
Yeah.
He was playing David. He was really funny too.
Yeah, I like their little friendship they had.
Kind of like a buddy cop thing, but they were like drug dealers.
Yeah, I like that. They worked well together.
I agree.
Isaiah Whitlock Jr. is in this one too. He plays like a cop. And it was really throwing me off at the beginning because he's like just really awkwardly talking to his deputy. And he's like, so do you like dogs? And it's like the most awkward conversation you've ever heard in a movie. What does this add to the plot? Turns out to be just a cop who loves dogs a bunch. But I started bursting out laughing. Like, why are we just talking about our love for dogs? What is going on? I would say I really liked his performance, but the whole time I was waiting for him to give off a really good she. But he never did.
That's funny.
That's my only let.
Be funny. It's good.
Actor, they did really good.
Yeah, for child actors, they had at times Southern accents. Then at times it felt like they didn't have Southern accents.
Oh no.
I mean, they're kids. Like
Yeah.
I can forgive it. They're kids. Like whatever. But
Yeah.
I was like, wait, do you guys have Southern accents or do you not? Like, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was just me hearing it or not. But I don't know. And like I said, I can live with that. They're children.
There was the one scene towards the beginning of the film where they found some cocaine and they were sampling it.
I was like, the cocaine bear's not going to kill them. The cocaine is going to kill these fucking kids. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, they were eating.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Fucking goofy kids.
Everybody in the audience was like, no,
Yeah.
what are you
Yeah,
doing?
it's like, if those were my kids. I'd be furious with them.
So,
Yeah, we always find out.
Right. Yeah.
Margot Martindale as Ranger Liz was actually really good because of prize performance for me.
Mhm.
I feel like I've seen her in a lot of things. She's usually a character in the
I think she was
background.
in the show Dexter. I think that's where I've seen her.
Oh, okay.
Correctly.
Yeah. I think if anything, it was almost she stole the show for me just because she was so wild
Yeah.
trying to get with Jesse Tyler Ferguson's character.
Yeah. He seemed like to me the whole time I'm watching, like, this guy just seems like a poor man's David Spade.
Oh my
I don't know. Has he been in anything else?
Isn't he in that really big family TV show?
I wouldn't know.
Oh man, what's that one called?
He was a fine actor, but the whole time I'm looking at him, like, you just look like a
Modern Family.
okay.
Yeah, he's from Modern
Oh,
Family.
250 episodes, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And the whole time I'm watching, I'm just like, you just kind of seem like lesser David Spade. I don't know about lesser, but just like I kept getting reminded of David Spade.
Yeah.
And then the one guy that they pick up and he takes them to the gazebo. I thought he was kind of like a poor man's Eminem.
Oh yeah.
He really was.
But
Yeah, our little what's his face? Little hang on.
oh, one of those, yeah, just any
those,
any SoundCloud rapper nowadays.
Little Peep.
Little Peep, sure.
Oh, I think that guy might have been on Los Spookies. That's where I think I know him from.
I don't know what that
What?
is.
Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. Sorry.
Aaron Holiday is the thug's name.
Right.
Yeah, Ray Liotta. He was in this more than I thought he would be.
Right.
'Cause
He
for
was-
a while he wasn't in it.
Yeah, I guess so.
In the third act.
Right. Yeah. That's a
Like-
that's a good point.
He shows up early and then you don't see him for a while, and then
Yeah.
he comes back in and he's like in a good amount of scenes.
Right. That's that is true.
I was worried they were gonna give him the what's the last Star Wars movie? Number 9.
The Rise of Skywalker.
I was worried they were gonna give him the Rise of Skywalker
No.
treatment,
Thank God.
where he just kind of lays down and dies,
Right,
passes
yeah.
away like Princess Leia.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
Just
Yeah,
disappears.
I can't watch. There's no way for me to watch that movie thinking that that's actually like Princess Leia. It just
Yeah.
doesn't. It's just
Well,
so
yeah.
like this is obviously like she was obviously not filming this. Like,
Yeah.
and you know, that's just circumstance. But yeah, no, it was cool to see him. I guess we won't get into the spoilers yet.
What a
But,
film to go out on.
Yeah,
Cocaine Bear.
right?
yeah, you know, I mean,
It was pretty hardcore.
yeah, it wasn't bad. I was, you know, happy to see him in it.
Before we rate it and get into spoilers, would you guys recommend running to the theaters to go see it? I think I would. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, it was a good watch, honestly. Especially if you have an audience like that.
Yeah, I
feel
think it's
like,
important to have it with like an audience or some friends.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ian?
Yeah, I'd say if you're interested in it, go see it. If you're not interested in it, if you think it looks stupid, this movie probably won't change your perspective on that. But if you are interested or you think it looks fun, then yes, I said go see it.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get in the spoiler section?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Everybody, spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, run to the theaters
Spoilers.
immediately because it's pretty fun. All right, let's start off the spoiler section, everybody. I don't know who wants to start.
Go for it.
Let's talk about O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s part. He got his like finger shot off.
God,
he got
yeah.
stabbed in the back. I was cracking up at the part where he puts up his 2 missing fingers and he's like, "How'd you get those 2 shot off?"
Right. I
They're not
think
even
it's,
close
you know
together.
what I think it was. I think it was like that kind of thing or something. Like the bullet went like that.
There's no way.
I think that's possible.
You
Like,
think? There's
Yeah.
no
You-
way.
you like that?
You're like
Yeah,
this,
yeah. If the bullet, yeah, like that definitely could happen. Yeah.
Almost like the one in
Yeah.
the two in the pink, one in the stink kind of thing. Or something. Oh God.
The bear just sleeping on Alden Enright. That was pretty good.
Mm.
He's like, "I think it's a girl."
No, he's like, no, it's a girl. And he's like, why? And it's like, because his vagina's on my ear or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he was still alive. Bears are pretty heavy, aren't they?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised he wasn't smothered to
100
death.
pounds. Yeah.
Mm,
Freaking crazy.
yeah. That was a cute little scene.
The kids doing like spoonfuls of coke was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
God, they took so much too. They like
Doesn't,
poured a bunch on the knife.
not that
Yeah.
I would know, but doesn't it like numb your mouth?
Most likely,
I think
yeah.
so.
And
Yeah.
it probably tastes
That's
really
why I
bad.
was
That's why
kind
they're
of,
spitting it
yeah.
out.
That's why I was like, you know, these kids got probably talk a lot, you know, they do that. But not that I would know, but you know,
I will
heard
say,
stories.
for a film about cocaine, I think that's the only time we see anybody using it besides the bear.
Right.
I'm surprised that nobody else like took a huge line and then went to try to fight the bear. I
Right.
think that would have been a good little
Oh, that's
Yeah,
strategy.
they got to
my
to
God.
use its own medicine
Because
against
then
it.
Yeah.
Peter accidentally went into the cocaine when he fell, right?
Who?
Peter.
Is that David Spade?
Yeah.
Poor man's David Spade.
Poor man's David Spade.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that's right.
When,
he did.
when they
have
were fighting
some,
the bear, and then
Yeah,
he like
yeah,
falls.
that's right.
And
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
a face
Okay.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he
I think
climbs
he's
up
the-
in the tree.
Yeah, he's the only other one that actually like kind of inhaled it.
He had
Yeah.
a pretty good death.
It was decent. A
Yeah.
lot of severed legs. I remember the one chick has her leg severed, then he's got a severed leg too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wait, what chick had her
in
legs
the
severed?
beginning.
Oh,
very
the
first
camper
one,
at the
yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Which
beginning.
her husband, I think he was in Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
One of the wildlings.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was good
Is
seeing
that his
him.
name right there? Olaf Christopher Hivju.
Hiju.
Mm.
Is that him? It might be him.
I think that's him.
Did that opening work for you guys?
Yeah.
Well, did they just
that was
live with the
funny.
2 people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine.
I think I really like the initial opening with like the rock and roll playing, and then he's sitting on the plane just having a good time, like woo,
Yeah,
spinning around. I
that
was
was
like,
that was fine too.
that's how you start a movie called Cocaine Bear, is just some rock and roll
Cocaine,
and a
Yeah.
dude just
cocaine
high on
everywhere.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumping it out of the plane. That was sick.
Right.
He knocked himself out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew
Jump
something
off.
like that was gonna
It's
happen.
like,
I knew, I was like, okay, when's he gonna like slip or like pratfall? And then I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
And then I like that they follow it up with like actual like things from the 80s,
Dude,
like
that-
news.
I don't know
the
why.
national news
I don't know
footage.
why. I always liked that a lot. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Those were great.
I'm trying
those
to
were
think of other films that do that.
There's a few, but
RoboCop, maybe.
so I was watching The Wedding Singer recently, and they show like old Dunkin' Donuts commercials. I don't know, like it's something about like it's just like it's neat. I don't know
Yeah.
why I like seeing that in movies.
It's a good way to like ground your film in the era too. Like, no, this is like set in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, you could see the old footage and how big the newscaster's hair was, or you know how they talked back then.
Yeah,
It really sets it in the time period.
yeah. Well, and just the Nancy Reagan and the Pee Wee Herman ones, like those are
Yeah.
cool.
This is your brain on drugs.
Whenever I think of that, I think so. In Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, there's a part where Johnny Depp does that. He's like, "This is your brain. This is drugs. And this is your brain on drugs. Any questions?" And Freddy Krueger, he proceeds to hit him over the head with a frying pan. He's like, "Yeah, what kind of drugs are you on? Looks like a frying pan and some eggs to me." I think of that, and I think of Scary Movie 2. There's a part where Marlon Wayans gets his head cut open, and Beetlejuice from Howard
Oh,
Stern is
That's
his
the
brain.
best.
Is your brain on drugs? Yeah. Anyway.
God.
Oh my god. Did
Jesus.
you like the whole intro, Christian?
Yeah, I did, with the rock music and the guy in the plane, and then go forward to the campers. That was pretty
Yeah.
wild. The bear, I thought it was gonna go for the guy, but it goes for his girlfriend, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, because the bear's like vision is, I don't know, what's the word, like it's just focused on the like what's actually like in his eyesight, like right in front of him, I guess. So that's what he
Oh
went
yeah.
for. Yeah, that was cool though. There's some pretty good kills in this, especially like the
Mhm.
ambulance one with the lady in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
The ambulance
the
scene
gurney.
was
Oh, dude.
crazy.
That's what, like, when I like, that's probably like, that's why people are, that's what people are expecting. And it's like, people are going, like, that's walking away from this movie. That's the scene where it's like, okay, that's what people are probably going to be talking about.
I had low expectations, and when they pulled
What,
that
for
one
the,
off,
for the movie,
yeah, for the
you
movie,
didn't think stuff like that was going to happen?
no,
Really?
I was waiting for them.
What did you think was going to happen? In
There's
this
like little
movie?
kids in the movie. I was waiting for like nothing to happen.
I
But
mean,
then
there's,
they
you
came
know,
through with
there's
some pretty
there's,
scary stuff.
there's little kids and oh god, of course I can't think now.
Jurassic Park 2,
Yeah, there's little kids in all those fucking Jurassic Park movies.
Jurassic Park 1,
Yeah, Jurassic Park 3,
Jurassic Park
Jurassic Park.
World Dominion. I don't
Oh.
know. Anyway, yeah, no, I was really surprised by all that gore.
Yeah, it was a lot
Yeah.
more gory than expected.
Ranger Liz getting scraped on the street. Jesus.
Yeah.
Her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. They oh god, his face is frozen like that. Yeah, I know they kind of stole Christian's idea. Christian's been saying that for years,
What?
of someone getting their head scraped on the ground at
Whoa,
a very
that's
fast
right.
speed.
Yeah, you were just telling me about that.
Oh, except somebody they point
Yeah.
their head while the car is driving out the door, and
That's how they got around it, so they don't have to give you money now. See, it's different than Christian's idea. It's not
yeah,
the same. So you don't get any money now, unfortunately.
I was
No
almost
money.
hoping that Ranger Liz was gonna be like the character Red from Pineapple Express, where he can just take so
Oh,
much damage
that
and
would've
just
been-
keep on
yeah.
going. She had like a whole chunk of her ass ripped
Oh,
off by
yeah,
the
that was
bear.
rough.
I think doesn't she get shot or something in the Ranger headquarters? Something
Yeah,
happens to her in
maybe.
there.
Does she get shot?
She's like bleeding out in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
No.
Quentin Tarantino moments where like she accidentally shoots the guy in the head.
So funny.
Damn,
Yeah,
I know that was a good shot too.
Very,
See the-
very
his
Tarantino-y.
head split open.
Yeah.
Just open the door and I'll shoot him.
Yeah.
And he like
Jeez,
stands right in front of her when she pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Everybody in the audience was, what?
Yeah.
Funny stuff. What do you guys think about having a bunch of different characters' stories going on at one time? We had a mom and her kids, we had drug dealers, we had a ranger trying to get some from knock off David
David
Spade.
Spade, yeah. Hey, you know, David Spade's he's some hot stuff apparently.
Do you think that formula works?
I think. Well, does anyone want to go first?
I'll go
I
for
think
it.
it's the movie's weakest link.
Really? Too many characters, you think?
Not necessarily. Just every time it went back to Kerry Russell, and I was just like, okay, can we get back to other people, please?
Yeah, I kind of found myself feeling the same
And
way.
it's not that they were bad characters, or it's just I don't know. They just weren't as interesting as the other ones. I was much more invested with O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Alden Ehrenreich.
Yeah.
And, even
Had
like
a more interesting storyline. pretty
even
much.
Isaiah Whitlock Jr. and them.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that was my biggest takeaway from the movie.
I wonder.
Negative takeaway.
Yeah, Carrie Russell, she was dressed in all pink in her like 80s tracksuit.
Christian, I wanted to ask you, was there times where you felt like you were watching Stranger Things the movie with this?
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
I don't mean that not necessarily in a bad way, because I like Stranger Things, but there are times where it's like the way she's dressed, some of the music, it's just like, okay, this is the kids on the bikes. Weren't they on bikes? They're riding bikes around. I remember.
They were walking. Weren't they walking bikes or something?
Maybe. I don't know, but there were bikes from what I recall. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't like, we're, I guess maybe still in that era where, you know, the 80s has that kind of look and feel, like with the synth. I mean, I like the music too. It's actually Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo, but it's just kind of that. It's just like everything that's said in the 80s always kind of has that feel.
Yeah.
And I kind of get it. But at the same time, like it'd be kind of neat one day to just have a movie that takes place in the 80s and just everything's very dour and depressing and just not fun. You know, like it's, I don't know if, because a lot of, like, you know, you play the 80s pop hits, they're very fun. So I don't know. But it would be kind of neat to see a movie do that, to kind of break away from the Stranger Things look, if you will.
I might argue Carrie Russell looks like the most 80s out of all the characters. Like O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s character, he's wearing a
looks
jersey.
like, yeah, he looks
modern.
him and Alden Ehrenreich look pretty contemporary.
Yeah.
Even the one kid, the kid that leads him to the gazebo.
Oh yeah, the thug kid.
He looks like he'd be a SoundCloud rapper nowadays.
Yeah, Carrie Russell was kind of the only hint that it was 80s.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I don't know. Do you think those guys who tried to beat up O'Shea Jackson Jr. look pretty 80s, or like, or besides the SoundCloud rapper guy?
Not necessarily, and that's fine.
I feel like the guy with the skateboard trying to, because he had the more colorful type of like clothing, stuff like that, his hat and everything.
That's a good point.
Yeah, his character was fucking tough though. It's like stabbed in the back.
Yeah, his fingers blown off.
Yeah, fucking wild. Yeah, what did you guys think of that scene though in the bathroom?
That's kind of fun. Pretty well shot.
Yeah.
Actually, I was impressed by a lot of cinematography in this film. I saw a couple like drone shots that were used like not a traditional way. I mean, in the bathroom, the fight scenes are choreographed pretty well. I like a lot of the up angles that they use on O'Shea Jackson Jr. when he's fighting. They're like trying to just catch his breath. The one thing that I would say is the bear CGI. I don't know if it was the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
But
nah,
they're going to accomplish it otherwise without CGI.
I will say one very specific part. It's when it's the ambulance chase. When it crashes like super fast through that sign, it looked pretty good. But mostly it was like, oh yeah, it's definitely CGI. Just, I don't know. That was the least of my worries. So
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
I was having a good time.
I didn't expect Avatar 2, I guess.
Yeah. Nor did I.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about the bear taking all the cocaine to her cubs?
That was a neat little
Bruh.
kind of. I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
What an irresponsible mother.
Yeah, yeah. Boy.
And they're just in the bag, just eating it all up.
One thing, I guess it's in a way kind of sad to see Ray Liotta get disemboweled by beige. But,
Yeah.
you know,
His last role, he's like a
wasn't-
bad
yeah,
guy.
yeah. But you know, it was still neat.
Yeah.
Man, he was like ready to kill his son and everything. Like,
Yeah.
over this
Jeez.
fucking,
There's a lot of cocaine. There's like $50 million in cocaine or something. It's a
Yeah.
shitload of
something
money.
like that. Fucking
And I guess he
wild.
said that the guys he got it from are pretty ruthless dudes that would kill everybody. So
He
I
said
guess
either way, they're all
yeah,
gonna die.
he did
They're
have
gonna get
reasonable cause, I guess.
Yeah. Still don't fucking.
Cocaine.
Shit's wild.
What else, guys? What else about Cocaine Bear?
I like how when the bear fell off the cliff and everybody thought he died, and the cocaine brought it back. Pretty
Right,
much, like,
yeah.
cocaine was just like,
Yeah, it's like the power up.
yeah, a little power up. And
I feel
Yeah.
like that was
Brought
something
him
in
back.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah,
I
like,
think I heard in real life that the bear who did find the cocaine in the 80s, in real life, it died within like minutes from
Yeah,
overdosing.
which makes
Oh,
sense.
probably.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
As it should.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I heard Elizabeth Banks is talking about writing another film revolving around cocaine and some sort of animal. Cocaine shark is one.
Yeah, is that true? So that's actually a thing? Like that's for real?
I think she's just tossing around ideas.
Okay.
You don't, think
About-
they, you don't think they created the sequel with the dog eating the cocaine?
Cocaine dog.
The little dog.
I thought the dog was eating
Oh.
the fingers.
Was he eating the fingers? Or was
Yeah, I
he
think it was
Oh,
O'Shea
yeah.
Jackson
Fingers.
Jr.'s fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They should make a heroin hawk.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Finds heroin or some shit.
Yeah. PCP Puma or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Animals on drugs.
PCP pig.
Yes. Yes. the pig.
Dude.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Where does this rank in your movies with animals in them, Christian?
It's up there.
Is it better than Air Bud 2?
No.
No? Oh,
What kind of question is that?
that's the gold standard. That's the golden receiver standard.
Hopefully the next film Strays
Mhm.
ranks above Golden
Strays.
Receiver.
Yeah. That movie's right up Christian's alley.
Oh, is that the one with the with all
Talking
the
dogs.
talking dogs? Oh. Yeah.
Oh
They're coming.
yeah.
What's up,
Okay.
Cage? Why?
Hi, what's
Thanks.
up, dude?
Did you get a chance to see Cocaine Bear yet? Or do you plan on watching it if not?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight is Cocaine Bear. It's pretty good. I recommend
Yeah,
it.
we enjoyed it. You know, it's just it was fun. I walked away, in a like I was like, yeah, this was fun. That's what I like. I like walking away feeling like I had a fun time. That's why I go to the movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really like the setting of the movie in the
Yeah.
forest. That like
They shot it, I read they shot it in Ireland.
Whoa.
Yeah,
it looks like a national park
yeah,
Like- from like in the U.S.
right,
Mhm.
yeah,
Well, it's supposed to be Georgia, huh?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. No, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, they did a good job. Because I never could have guessed it was Ireland.
Yeah, same.
Did you guys stay for the after credits?
You were there were just two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the one with the dog.
Mm.
Oh,
And what
yeah.
was the other one? Definitely intrigued. Yeah, if you're intrigued, I say go see it.
Yeah. Check it out, KHY, if you got some
Yeah.
free time this weekend. The dog, and then what was the other after credit?
Oh, that's what I'm trying to think.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
remember.
I can't-
Oh, it was the bear and her cubs, and they were.
Are you sure
Oh
that
wait,
wasn't?
that was the
yeah,
just
yeah,
final
yeah.
shot.
Yeah, that was before the credits.
Was it with the next couple? They started recording them, and then
Yeah, that happened before the credits.
that
I
before the
forget. I forget
credits?
what the first one was.
was it gonna start all over again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that we'll get a Cocaine Bear 2?
I don't know. I
That's
don't
what I'm
know
saying. It's
how
like-
how do you do that?
KHY said, "What were your expectations going in?" Mine were very, very low.
Yeah,
I was expecting
yeah,
nothing.
mine was
I
low
was-
too. I wasn't really expecting anything either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it could have been like really stupid, but
Yeah.
it turned out to be pretty
It's a
good.
movie about a bear on cocaine. I was
Right.
like, what more do you expect?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they delivered that.
But yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
That's what we got.
That's why it's like, oh shit.
Better than expected, though.
Yeah.
We got what we wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another good 80s film.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were about to like lead into something like another good 80s film. What's another good 80s film, guys? Like,
A modern 80s film. The
yeah.
only other one I can think of is I didn't really care for it. It starred, oh geez, it was where she was a spy in the 80s.
Black Widow.
I mean, that's
No.
close.
Does that take place in the 80s? I don't know.
No, does
I
it?
just remember there's a part where David Harbour talks about pissing on his hands. That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
I don't want to say Salt because that was another one. That was with Angelina Jolie.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Anyway, 80s films. You guys want to rate this one? Cocaine Bear?
Sure.
Yeah.
Christian, what do you give Cocaine Bear out of 5? 5 lines out of 5?
I'd probably give it a 4, honestly.
Nice.
4 out of 5. Yeah, I like the cast. I like the acting. I thought a lot of the humor landed pretty well. Yeah, I like the setting, like I just mentioned. I like that whole. I don't know. I've always liked. It looked a lot just like it was shot at like Folsom Lake or something, like that kind of area.
Yeah.
Just without like the lake.
Yeah, it could have been anywhere. Just
Yeah.
any American campground.
You look like you're kind of questioning that there, Ian.
I don't. Well, Folsom Lake without the lake, then what does it look like?
I mean, like just like the like when there's like a parking lot and there's like a spot where like the park ranger is in their little like hut and they like check you in, you pay them.
I see.
Just like that part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
What did you guys think?
Ian, how many lines out of 5?
Do about 3.5 line, 3 and a bump. Yeah, it was fun. That's the only thing I know I keep saying that, but yeah, it was a fun time. In ways like I kind of am embarrassed to say this, but like it wasn't really that crazy to me. Like
Okay, yeah.
it's the same way like about Infinity Pool. I was like, oh, it's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. It's like it wasn't that weird. Like, I mean, I've just seen a lot weirder, crazier shit. It's this like it doesn't surprise me that this was like a Hollywood production and B that it's playing in it's got a wide release.
Mhm.
Like it could have been crazier. It could have, like because I was thinking like, well, what could they have done to make it like really fucking nuts? Like they could have had the cocaine bear fight another bear. They could have they kill other kids.
Yeah, they didn't kill any kids. That's good.
it could have gone pretty crazier, if you will. Oh, thank you, Jamie.
True.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Sorry, sorry if I just kind of spoiled things, but
Let us know what you think, Jamie.
yeah.
It's pretty
Yes, please let us know what you think when you go see it. But yeah, having said that though, I still had a fun time. The cast was good. I really liked again the chemistry between Alden Ehrenreich and O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s character. I just like, even their dialogue was actually pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing Ray Liotta. Even like the kids weren't bad.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't, every time I cut to them, I was just like, okay, whatever. But they weren't bad. Just, I've definitely been more irritated with children in movies. Yeah, like it was a good time. The gore was really pretty neat. Good to see with like again like the not to give too much away, but the ambulance sequence was probably that like it's like okay, like this is what I was expecting going into this movie. And yeah, so 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. Excuse me. For me.
Nice. Juan,
Okay.
Sweet.
what do you give it?
I give it a 4 out of 5. Honestly, that's because I went in like with really low expectations and everything, and it kind of like exceeded that with the comedy, the gore, and all that stuff. And it was like, it ended up being a really entertaining film to sit through.
Nice.
Yeah, so pretty much a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
It's a really good film.
KHY said, will you take a trip to Kentucky to visit the real Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, if I'm ever in
Honestly,
Kentucky, it's at a mall.
Is
It's
it?
in the Lexington. I know this because this guy I watch on YouTube, Piz Owl. He is not far from Lexington, Kentucky, and he said that it's not far from where he resides in Kentucky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait, is it the bear that actually inhaled cocaine
Yeah.
and then died?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's taxidermied at a mall.
They found him? That's cool.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
What a hero.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, KH? Why would you go see the Cocaine Bear? Let us know.
Yeah, are you out in Kentucky? Let us come visit.
Yeah.
Wanna visit
Take
the
a
Cocaine
picture
Bear.
of it with you and the Cocaine Bear and send it to us. We'll make it this video's like screen cap.
As for me, guys, I gotta give it 3.5 out of 5. I gotta echo everything you guys have been saying. The cast, the gore, pretty good comedy mixed in there. Everything's working. Definitely exceeded my expectations. It was just a fun time with the crowd. I will be interested to see more Elizabeth Banks films if she directs some more.
I gotta mention that. Like, yeah, she actually, because I heard she directed like a Charlie's Angels movies a few years ago. And
Okay.
I heard it was really bad.
Oh no.
But yeah, she did a good job with this.
Yeah, it was
It was
fun.
it was a very well competently made movie.
Yeah. And a
Indeed.
good send off for Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
Great way to go out.
Definitely.
Yeah. But I think that we can all say we recommend Cocaine Bear, everybody. Head over to the theater, grab some friends for sure, and go have some fun. Next weekend, what will we be watching? Do we know yet?
I don't know.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
The movie yet?
What's we got one more comment.
Oh, we got a comment.
Oh, he has.
Oh, you have visited.
Or they have. That's
Oh, shit.
awesome.
Oh no.
Nice.
Take a picture of it.
Did you
and
share with them?
Yeah. Did you do a line with the Cocaine Bear?
Oh man. But yeah, we'll have to see what's coming out in theaters and then see what else we have in our backlog to watch. We will be gaming on Wednesday on our Twitch channel, Last Night
Jeez.
Productions, our Twitch channel. But yeah, that'll be Wednesday. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No,
Yeah.
not much. No.
No.
Did we want to talk about things we've been watching, or since the Wednesday stream
You guys want to?
didn't work
Sure.
out?
Yeah,
up
Christian,
to
what have
you
you been
guys.
watching?
Oh, I watched all the X-Men movies.
What?
All of them. Wow.
Yeah.
All of them, like the original
Mhm.
trilogy, or like even the new ones.
Well, I got through like half of The Last Stand, and then I stopped because
Yeah, I was gonna ask what you think of that,
I've never liked The Last Stand.
dude.
Oh.
That is by far my least. Dude, I remember being kind of pissed in the theater when I came out.
Yeah,
Dude, where
don't
do
remember it.
I begin? They
Yeah,
kill
it's-
off Cyclops in like the first 5 minutes.
Oh,
Off screen.
yeah, that's right.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Is this the 3 we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything with Jean Grey sucks.
Mhm.
The battle at the end
Yeah.
on what was it, Alcatraz? Well, did you even watch the end?
I didn't. No, I got like halfway through.
The
I was
battle
just
on
like,
ice-
I'll go to first
so
class.
fucking lackluster. That movie.
Yeah.
That movie was. That was so disappointing.
Yeah,
Because that was the first X-Men movie I saw in the theater.
Mm.
I was excited for it. Nightcrawler just isn't there for whatever reason.
Oh, that sucks.
He's my favorite X-Men character. It's just
Me
so
too.
much of that pissed me off. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Did you like him in Apocalypse?
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fine. I prefer him in the second one, but he was fine in Apocalypse, from what I recall. I haven't seen that since the theater.
Man, I've seen Apocalypse.
For sure.
How long is it?
Yeah, yeah, it was cool going back to those James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender X-Men movies too.
Yeah. Would you say you have a favorite out of those?
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, me too.
That might be my favorite X-Men movie, actually, aside from Logan.
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good choice.
think so.
KHY, we are not in the film industry in any capacity, unfortunately. We're just fans. But Carlos made a really awesome music video a few months ago for a band called Bottle Jack. Is that linked anywhere? Like,
I think you just have to look up Bottle Jack
yeah,
on
if you
YouTube.
look up Bottle Jack. What's the song called? It's Living Decay.
Living Decay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Carlos is actually really talented with editing and video.
Yeah.
We would like to make something. That's
Mhm.
something that behind the scenes when we're not recording, we've talked about. We've kind of brainstormed stuff. Hopefully it'll happen because that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just to, put our money where our mouth is. I mean, anybody can talk talk the talk, but it's all up to if you can walk the walk. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, KH? Why are you in the film industry? Do you have any connections that we can,
Yeah.
that we can have?
We need help. No.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys like the X-Men one? What's your opinion on the X-Men movies one?
I haven't seen them in a long time, so I don't remember most of them. But
X-Men are my favorite Marvel thing property.
Huh.
Okay.
They're up there for me.
I've never really cared for the X-Men myself.
No.
Wolverine's cool. He's badass. But
Yeah. He's not really my favorite. I mean, I don't mind him, but like I prefer. There's so many other X. Like I like Cyclops better. I like I said, Nightcrawler's my favorite. Angel's cool. Magneto. Like there's because like in the comics he wasn't really the main character. They made him the main character in the movies.
Wolverine.
It's fine. Yeah.
I think it worked out though.
Yeah, it definitely could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
See that the channel is called Last Night Productions. Like you guys maybe made films. Yeah, it's like on our wish list to make a short film or something.
We produce things.
Yeah, exactly. we produce.
We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Ian, what have you been watching lately?
So I watched a superhero movie around that same time era for the first time. Daredevil, the Ben Affleck Daredevil. I actually enjoy it. I enjoy it quite a bit, actually. I thought it was a pretty good flick.
I remember not liking it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Do you like the character?
I mean, he's not the most interesting person.
That's
he doesn't have like laser beam eyes or flight or anything.
Yeah. I like Daredevil. Yeah.
Have you watched the show?
No, I need
to
watch the show.
It's really good.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie?
I've not seen the Ben Affleck movie now.
I would watch it. I actually thought it was pretty good. Have you seen it one?
Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I have seen it before.
Yeah, I would give it if you're interested, I would give it a rewatch. And Christian, if you're I would definitely recommend. This is probably controversial. I think it's better than the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I'd much rather watch the Daredevil. That Daredevil.
Right.
But that's just me.
Did you watch it on a physical copy, or did you stream it somewhere?
So I streamed it on HBO Max, and then I found out that was the theatrical cut, and there's a director's cut. And Steven my roommate has the director's cut, and I watched that.
Oh.
I like the theatrical cut, but the director's cut's probably better. The director's cut is actually R-rated. But yeah, it was the director's cut's probably the better version of the movie. I still like the theatrical, but if I were to recommend, if you could find the director's cut, I'd watch it. But I think the theatrical cut was still pretty good too. KHY, I've not seen Cube. I've heard really good things about that movie though.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Cube from 1997. I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, I've heard good stuff though.
6 complete strangers with widely varying personalities are involuntarily placed in an endless maze containing deadly traps. Sounds like Saw.
Yeah, I have seen this movie.
It's
Pretty good movie. Yeah, that's how I liked it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's not like kind of like an escape room with traps,
right?
But like,
yeah.
So they're trying to get out.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But every room, it's constantly moving, so it's like they're just going into different rooms while it keeps moving.
Matt Spencer, Cube is sick. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
The Cube.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
I'm trying to think of what else I watched. What did I say? Did I even say, like, could you even hear what I said on Wednesday when talking about what we watched?
No, I couldn't.
I'm watching a lot of the X-Files.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this channel called Dead Pit, they've been doing retrospectives on the X-Files, so I've been watching a lot of that. I've been having a really good time. That's a really awesome show. Jeez.
I just remember one little thing from the X-Files. My mom was watching it once, and they like opened up like this alien baby that was wrapped in like some kind of, it was like tinfoil or something. I don't know.
Oh my god,
it was really gross. I was like 7 or something.
Yeah, I remember this is like probably 25 years ago. My parents were watching it, and they were doing an autopsy on, I don't know if it was it was some sort of life form, and I remember just scaring the shit out of me. This shit's fucking horrifying. Every day I'd hear the dun, 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 I'd be like, okay,
oh yeah,
I'm going.
I'm out of here. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, no more for me.
Yeah,
that shit was pretty freaky as a child.
I think that's why I haven't gone back and revisited it.
It's good stuff. No one talks. I feel like no one really talks about it. Everyone's talking like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and this and that, and it's like to me like X-Files is way better.
I remember Buffy being a big phenomenon.
And that's too. Yeah, I didn't watch much of it. I saw a few, but like, yeah, Charmed, like that was an interesting era for TV.
Mm-hmm. KHY said, I saw Cube on Netflix a few years ago. Psychological thrillers are my favorite genre. If I'm not mistaken, there's 3 Cube movies, but the first one is the best. Oh, okay.
Good to know.
Cube 1, Cube 2, Cube 3. I gotta check those out. I see that it's free on Tubi.
Nice.
Tubi.com.
Very cool.
I'll have to check that out
Yeah,
later.
me too.
Same.
Juan, have you seen anything recently that you liked? Or just didn't like?
The only thing I've been watching right now is The Flash, the show.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just because I stopped watching it a long time ago, but I just saw that they introduced Red Death as the villain right now for the new season.
Oh, okay.
So I've been trying to
didn't even know there was a new season.
Yeah, so I've been trying to catch up.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much all I've been watching.
You gonna see the movie?
Yeah, it looks pretty good, even though all the controversy. But
he can still have my money.
Yeah.
How many seasons of The Flash are there?
I want to say 8.
Oh,
9.
Damn.
It might be too late for me.
I think I'm like on season 5.
My
thought that was 3.
Yeah, because like season 3, I think that's when they introduced the Thinker, and it kind of like died down a lot, like a lot.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I kind of stopped watching. But
Carlos, Christian, are you guys like looking forward to the Flash movie at all? Or
actually, yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Michael Keaton come back as Batman. I don't know about Ezra Miller, but
the only reason why I'm going to see that movie.
Yeah, pretty much same.
I'm hoping there's a point where all the Batmans point at each other too, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. Is it just Ben Affleck and Keaton in it, or is Christian Bale going to show up too?
I don't know.
I think they've only announced them too, but
yeah,
it looks like somebody. I thought I saw the Christian Bale bike that he uses.
I saw that shot, and that reminded me a lot of him too.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know if it's with him or not.
Yeah, maybe.
I want to see George Clooney come back.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I was hoping for too.
Kilmer, Adam West. You could get Adam West's Ghost.
Oh god, CGI Adam West in there.
That'd be awesome.
They did it for Peter Cushing.
Oh no.
It's another Batman. I think that's all of them for the most part.
The voice actor who just passed away.
Kevin Conroy too. Yeah.
Bring back the animated ones.
The dead movies.
Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what about you, Carlos? What have you been watching?
I finally finished on Netflix. It's called All Quiet on the Western Front. Yeah. It's based off of a book about World War I trench warfare. This one is all shot from the German perspective, though. It's really interesting. So rather than like a D-Day landing that Spielberg would direct or something else, you're following the Germans, and it has a lot of those lessons that they actually learned from the wars. All of their leaders were just putting them into the meat grinder. I mean, that's all World War I. Whichever side you were on, you're going into the meat grinder. Nobody really cares about their soldiers. But that one's actually nominated for a few awards, so I figured I would check it out. great use of special effects to make their armies look massive. A lot of wide angle, wide shots. It is a German film, so it's like dubbed, but I put on the English language.
When is it from? When's it from?
This film, it was made recently, I think, like 2022.
Oh wow, okay.
Because it's up for nominations this year. Oh, KHY said yes, that's a good one. I think he's talking about All Quiet on the Western Front. But yeah, it's a pretty good film. It's been a while since I've seen a good World War I film. I'm trying to think of it. Another one, 1917 was probably the last one I can think of, which is a fantastic.
That one that
movie.
you lent to me, the Kubrick movie.
It's all like one shot.
No. The one you lent it to me. The Kirk Douglas movie.
Something about glory.
Paths of Glory.
Paths of Glory.
Yeah, that one was all right.
That's what All Quiet on the Western Front reminds me of a lot. Yeah, to see a modern take on that is fun too.
Yeah.
I'm a history nerd. The only class I would actually stay awake in.
Same.
Dude, I just graduated with
the degree. Carlos is a very big history guy.
Yeah, super cool.
Nice.
But other than that, I was actually watching Obnoxious and Anonymous. Ian was on the show with Cameron.
Yeah.
And I overheard him talking about The Village.
Yeah, that movie blew my mind. Cameron over there pointed out that movie doesn't have a Blu-ray.
That's crazy.
I found that so strange.
Yeah.
Because that movie, I think, made money when it came out. I remember it had buzz and like, because, you know, he was following up Signs and Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense. I mean, you know, it was pretty anticipated. I'm pretty sure it made a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
It's so weird how that worked. Like, you know, True Lies was a huge hit too, and that doesn't have a fucking Blu-ray. So, yeah, that surprised me.
Yeah.
But yeah. When he brought that up, the first thing I thought of was Carlos, because I know you bring that movie up a decent amount.
I had to see if it was still good because I remember really liking it when I was younger.
Oh, that's right. We're going to talk about this on Wednesday.
Yeah. It's really good. I did a rewatch. I can see why. I think you're not the biggest fan of it, Ian. We can say
not really. There's worse movies. It's just. Oh, right on.
Oh, hey, Matt Spence.
Thank you, Matt Spence.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Heck yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Cameron's an awesome dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I love listening to him and Ian talk about what kind of movies they just got in. That's the best segment.
That's fun.
But yeah, so I had to go back and revisit The Village and see if I was just watching with rose-colored goggles, but I think it's still pretty good. My one gripe would be the language can be kind of clunky at times. They're trying to use like ye old language. It's supposed to be taking place in like the 1890s, around that era. So they're all living in a little village together and, you know, speaking almost kind of like an ye old English type deal. The language can be a little clunky, but I gotta say the sound effects are great. The soundtrack is fantastic, a lot of strings. And it's a story about love too. Fantastic love story, actually. With oh man, I gotta bring up the cast because the cast is crazy.
It is a good cast. There's a lot of people. Sigourney Weaver's in it.
Yeah,
which is cool.
She's favorite.
My favorite actress. Cameron
William Hurt narrates a lot of.
I forget Joaquin Phoenix is in it.
Shit.
Yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix and Bryce Dallas Howard have a little love thing going on.
Is Bryce Dallas Howard blind?
Yeah, she's blind in that one.
I remember. Okay, and I want to bring up another entry in this franchise. In Scary Movie 4, they make fun of the village.
Oh, really?
It's Carmen Electra, and she's like going around whacking people in the balls and stuff with her cane. Adrian Brody,
Brendan
Gleeson. God, there's a lot of people in this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's actually a packed cast. And I think that it also has one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan cameos as well.
He's oh, is he at the end when the twist is revealed? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's not like, hey, here he is right in front of you. It's actually more of like a hidden shot where you can only see his reflection in some glass.
Okay.
I think it's a really unique cameo.
That's interesting.
Usually he'll just hop in and say, hey, I'm on screen.
And in Signs, he's the guy that killed Mel Gibson's wife.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah,
that's a good. That's me. That's his last good movie, except for Split. Split's a good movie.
I would say give Village another try. It's pretty.
Christian,
good.
have you ever seen The Village? The Village. Is there a phone in this village?
I have not.
It also has a good color palette too. Like they have the really bright reds, the forbidden color, and then the
It's
really
like
bright yellows.
Yeah, the yellow. I
Mhm.
remember distinctly.
Yeah, and a good twist. I like the twist.
So
It's
you-
one of my favorite twists, actually.
What a twist!
I need to hear your guys' opinion on this. I watched Scary Movie 2 yesterday. I think I brought it up earlier and I talked about your brain on drugs. What do you guys think of Scary Movie 2?
It's
Murder in the Mansion.
Yes.
goofy,
Yeah, it looks like
of course. I remember there's a part in it. I'm sure you saw where they make fun of these commercials that used to be around where they're like playing basketball or something.
Yeah.
They're just like bouncing a ball around and acting all crazy, and they're just like
Yeah.
in the camera's face and putting their faces in the camera.
Yeah, when I first saw that, I didn't know what they were doing, and then I read somewhere it's like, oh, it's a Nike commercial. I was like, oh, because I remember they played that during NBA games all the time. I was like, and I was talking to Steven about it last night. I'm like, that kind of is like it's like it dates the movie so badly because no kid that would watch a Scary Movie 2 nowadays is gonna know what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
like, why are they? It's like kind of dangerous to like do stuff like that. I remember watching the first one and they're doing "What's up?" I'm like, oh, they're just being silly. It's like, oh no, it was a Budweiser commercial at the time. I'm like, oh, I see. Yeah. It's a fucking. It's a weird. It actually made me laugh out loud. If the beginning with the Exorcist stuff is so fucking funny. Like they walk in and she spins her head around. And James was just like, "Fuck this." He just leaves. It's so funny. That's probably the best. It's kind of sad because that's the first part, but to me, that's the funniest part of the movie. It's a weird like. I went to like when the movie's over, I was like gonna exit out or whatever. That movie without credits is like Phone Booth. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Short
I was
to the
reading
point.
up. I don't know if you guys know who Tori Spelling is. She's the chick, not the guy. The chick that has sex with the ghost in the movie, and then she gets all like clinging to him.
Yeah.
They cut like 3/4 of her footage because I guess it was produced by Dimension Films that was owned by Miramax, who are the Weinsteins. And apparently they wanted her to show her tits and she said no, so they like cut like almost all of her footage out.
Jeez.
And it makes sense because like she's like hanging out with the main characters in the beginning of the movie and she has like no dialogue. She's just like there. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, why is she here? I am wondering, why are you here? And it, like reading that, it's like, oh, it makes so much more sense.
That almost happened with Liv Tyler in Lord of the Rings because that was going to be a Weinstein production.
Whoa.
But she's in the movies though.
Yeah, but he was like saying like that he wanted it to be a certain way and she wouldn't agree to it, and then he was like, okay, then I'm gonna cut a bunch of stuff from the movie about like with you in it.
That's interesting. I thought that was all New Line, but
it was originally it was supposed to be a Weinstein production.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Speaking of Weinstein, did you hear Governor Newsom's wife, Harvey Weinstein, was just convicted of her rape?
Wait, what?
Governor Newsom's wife, back in the day, she was raped by Harvey Weinstein, and he finally just got sentenced for it for a couple years.
Wow. Yeah,
more than a couple years.
This guy did some bad stuff.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The governor's wife.
Do you guys remember the part? I just want to talk about Scary Movie 2. We should have made this a Scary Movie 2 episode. Do you remember the part where Sean Wayans pretty much rapes the toy clown in that movie under the bed?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what? There's a lot of it's like, would that fly nowadays? Raping a toy clown?
My favorite bit is when that tree busts into the guy's room and rolls him up into a blunt.
Yeah. No, I was talking to Steven. The best part of that scene is before that happens, he has the TV on. And it's like, and now selling hip hop Christmas CD. All this, like, it's like, I'm dreaming of a white woman, Frosty the Dope Man. All I want for Christmas is the charges drop. I'm like, that's fucking funny as hell. Like, it's weird. It's not that great of a movie, but it's fucking. There's like some funny shit in there. Yeah, there's still some funny shit in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite scary movies.
People I watched on YouTube said too. My favorite's the first one.
Okay,
but that's another thing too. So, like, because 3 and 4, I never saw anything after 4. Like they feel a lot different than 1 and 2. And I was talking to Steven about that. I was like, well, it's because the Wayans brothers left after 2.
Oh,
And I read into
Mm.
that. I guess like they weren't getting along with the Weinsteins either.
oh, jeez.
2 came out like a year before, within the same year of 1. They like really rushed it out.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's why I
Hmm.
guess the Wayans brothers thought it wasn't really that good
Hmm.
because they were really rushed to get it out there.
Mm.
There was another thing in it that I was like, would this hold up? I don't. I can't, the guy in the wheelchair. I don't know if you remember. It's David Cross.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's like climbing up the stairs. And he's falling down. And
Give
then
me a
the
good
guy.
hand. You can still
Yeah.
quote that today, and kids our age will.
Yeah.
Or people our age will still. Be
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
give me a good hand."
Yeah. Yeah. Go watch Scary Movie 2, people, and let us know
That's
what
a
you
good
think of
one.
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, a classic for
Yeah.
sure.
It is.
I'm ready to revisit that one too.
It was
I
fun. It
know.
was fun.
I kinda wanna
And it's
watch it
fucking,
now,
it's
too,
only
again.
technically an hour and 15 minutes. Like
quick
it's-
watch.
yeah, it was fun, man. Just fucking silly shit. He's like fucking the chick with the bag on her head. It's just so fucking there's so much shit in that. It's just so funny. Some stupid shit too. But there's some the talking bird's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Nice.
let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We'll be back Wednesday on our Twitch channel. Follow us on Last Night Prod. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on this channel. We'll be back next Saturday with another. We haven't decided yet. It'll be a mystery. We'll figure it out though. In here.
Here's all the
Until next time, everybody. Later.